this nation has placed its destiny in the hands of its millions of free men and women, and its faith in freedom under the guidance of God.
Freedom prospers when religion is vibrant and the rule of law under God is acknowledged.
The rights of man come not from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of God.
The Knights of Columbus is the world's largest Catholic fraternal service organization. It was founded in 1882 by Father Michael J. McGivney, a priest at St. Mary's Parish in New Haven, Connecticut. Having seen how hard life was for immigrant families, especially Irish Catholics, when the breadwinner died prematurely, Father McGivney gathered a group of men together in the basement of St. Mary's and founded the Knights of Columbus and its insurance program for members. The Knights have since grown to encompass more than 15,000 councils and 1.8 million members. Their core principles are charity, unity, fraternity, and patriotism. Aside from their assistance to fellow Knights and their families, they are also one of the world's largest charitable organizations. In 2009, they donated over $151 million directly to charity. The Knights of Columbus are known for fostering vocations and providing financial assistance to seminarians and postulants in religious orders. They sponsor blood drives, support the Special Olympics, and hold an annual Tootsie Roll drive to benefit the mentally disabled. The Knights also erect pro-life billboards and keep Christ in Christmas signs. They organize pro-life marches, provide support to military personnel, and raise funds for disaster victims. Most recently, the organization donated a number of wheelchairs to Haitians who lost limbs during the January 2010 earthquake which leveled Port-au-Prince. The Knights of Columbus celebrated the 125th anniversary of their founding in 2007. The cause for beatification of their founder, Father Michael J. McGivney, is currently in front of the Vatican Congregation for the Causes of Saints.
We had to carry him into the wheelchair, and when we were pushing him outside, he was all smile, nothing but smile.
When I got to Afghanistan, our home council worked hard to gather well over 500 school supply sets. We were able to distribute these school supplies out to hundreds of little kids.
The apostles of Jesus provide AIDS orphans with food, clothing, and shelter. And beginning this year, the Knights of Columbus will help them assist even more orphans who so desperately need our help.
We have some low-income families affected by the fires who lost their homes. Having coats provided in the cold northern winters it's great.
And when I got the call saying, could you go down and help out in Joplin? And I said, well, how are we going to do all of this? And she said, don't worry, the Knights of Columbus will be there.
I can only say God placed it in me to want to help people who were struggling the most in a radical way.
It's offering people without an appointment the opportunity to come through our doors and receive the care they hope for.
When you join the Knights, you're joining the largest Catholic fraternal family and service organization in the world. I joined because the principles by which the Knights stands for met my personal principles and foundations and values.
It's an ideal way to be of service to the church and your surrounding community.
It gives you a sense of belonging, a sense of accomplishment.
We are not only a work organization, we are a social organization.
The order is not only for men, it's a family organization.
It's something for everybody. What you bring to it is what you can get out of it.
It's the greatest thing I've done in my life so far.
And it's been the experience of a lifetime.
You could have a great impact on many people and really make a difference in people's lives by getting involved in your community. A major way of doing that is through the Knights of Columbus.
I saw the good things the Knights were doing in the community and helping other people out, and then I saw what they were doing within my own parish, and I wanted to be a part of that.
They had quite a few programs in the community that I was interested in, and I thought I could make a difference. Come to find out, I think I did make a difference.
We go to the food bank every week, and we distribute food to the less fortunate.
We also provide activities such as scholarship dances and things like that, blood drives, the Tootsie Roll campaign, and those sorts of things.
We've done a Christmas in April where we take and fix up a house for elderly and needy people in the community.
Well, our council particularly is proud of our youth activities. A lot of councils sponsor Boy Scout groups, the soccer leagues, or hockey leagues.
Some of the programs we've done for the Columbian Squires has been the bowling tournaments and the basketball tournaments. And we also have a religious retreat for the Columbian Squires. And that helps them get involved with other teenagers their age and helps them really express and deepen their faith in the church. The Gabriel Project basically is set up to help lend a helping hand to unwed moms so they can have their baby, they can have a place to live, they can have food and a safe environment until they get back on their feet.
We'll go to a neighborhood grocery store. As people go in to buy their groceries, we'll ask them to please consider stopping and buying either formula or diapers, and then we collect that on their way out, and we give that to a local pregnancy shelter.
One Saturday a month we have a visit to the children who don't have fathers, and we are providing food, and also we are playing all the morning with them.
It's just so wonderful to help these people out.
It makes you happy inside that you help someone else that couldn't help themselves.
I never have gotten away from the church. I've always been close to it, and part of that allows me to be enriched or fulfilled is by becoming a Knight of Columbus.
The church was always a close part of my life, and this seemed to be a natural thing that would get me involved in that, and I think that's why I joined.
One of the beautiful things about the Knights is that it really makes one aware of what the Catholic Church offers in terms of our faith, our traditions, our practices, our teachings, and how to live those teachings out, in our daily lives.
I think I'm a better Catholic man for being in the Knights of Columbus.
We basically support pro-life activities, we support the tenets of the church, we honor our priests and the religious, and this is what the KSC stands for. We support the church and what it does, and that's something you can do with the Knights of Columbus that you can't do with a lot of other organizations.
So in the Knights, people can find friends that really do share our ideals, and it makes it easier to live a truly Catholic life.
And it's helped me to profess my faith and remain active in my church to help me just be a better Catholic.
A Fellowship of Families. New Haven, Connecticut, the 1880s. It is a time of adjustment and sacrifice for many of the immigrants newly settling in the area. Around the parish of St. Mary's Church, Curate Father Michael J. McGivney saw the hardships faced by widows and orphans of his community. Often left without pensions or means of support, they faced an uncertain and frightening future. they turned to their curate, and their curate responded. In 1882, Father McGivney brought together a group of concerned men of this parish to form a new fellowship of care and protection, the Knights of Columbus. Its primary goal, to render financial aid to its members and the beneficiaries of its members. By pooling their resources, the Knights were able to establish a fund that would nurture and sustain those they left behind, even through the hardest times. From that simple foundation, the Knights of Columbus have built the distinguished fraternity which you have chosen to support. Today, that support crosses nations and touches Catholics everywhere, in the spirit of fellowship. Standing as the central core to all our great works is the Knights of Columbus Insurance Program, which has grown from modest beginnings as a society of mutual concern to become one of the largest organizations of its kind in the world. Through our history, we've paid billions of dollars in dividends to enrich the living years of our policyholders, and millions more are distributed annually in death benefits, enriching the lives of our widows and orphans. We're proud of our record of reliable caring. Since our inception, every benefit dollar we have promised, we have paid, and paid promptly. Knights of Columbus Insurance is part of your organization, operated by Brother Knights exclusively for Brother Knights and their families. Our Supreme Knight has brought strength and vitality to the Knights of Columbus, renewing our energy and dedication to service and fellowship. And this is reflected in the growth of our insurance program. The number and value of our policies in force has grown substantially at or beyond the growth rate of the insurance industry in general. Today we extend protection to hundreds of thousands of members, spouses, and children. It is a proud heritage of care, backed by unsurpassed strength and security, managed by and for Brother Knights.